Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're taking a deep dive into a brand new EV that's really starting to make some noise in the luxury market. I'm talking about the 2026 Cadillac Optiq. So if you've been looking around for a new premium electric SUV, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this one. Cadillac is making a huge statement with the Optiq, and we're going to break down absolutely everything you need to know. So let's get right into it. Okay, first things first, let's cover the basics. What is the Cadillac Optiq exactly? And, where does it even fit into this increasingly crowded world of EVs? Well, think of the Optiq as Cadillac's new gateway into their all-electric lineup. It's a luxury SUV, and it slots in right below its bigger sibling, the Lyriq. We're expecting to see it hit the streets in late 2025, and honestly, this is a really big deal for GM. It's a key part of their big push toward an all-electric future, and they're hoping it brings a whole new group of buyers into the Cadillac family. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. The part everyone always wants to know about, performance. I mean, a modern EV has to deliver a great driving experience, right? And let me tell you, the Optiq is coming to the table with some seriously compelling options. So the big takeaway here is choice. You've got options. The standard rear-wheel drive model, it strikes a really fantastic balance. You're looking at around 315 horsepower and an estimated range of 317 miles. That's super competitive. But if you want a little more oomph, you can step up to the dual-motor all-wheel drive. That gives you a huge power bump to 440 horsepower, but, there's a small trade-off in range. And then, for the real thrill seekers, there's the Optiq V. And that Optiq V I just mentioned, we're talking 519 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 in a mind-blowing 3.5 seconds. Seriously, for a luxury SUV, that is just ridiculously fast. It puts it right up there in the big leagues with performance models from brands like Tesla and Audi. But hey, a Cadillac isn't just about raw power, is it? It's always been about the experience you have inside the car. So let's shift gears and move to the interior to see how the Optiq builds on that legacy of luxury and cutting-edge tech. Okay, so the first thing you notice is this absolutely stunning 33-inch curved LED display that just dominates the dashboard. But I think the real game changer for a lot of people is going to be Super Cruise. That's GM's hands-free driving system for compatible highways. Think of it as a direct competitor to Tesla's Autopilot. Now you combine that with a premium 19-speaker sound system, a huge panoramic roof, and get this, vehicle-to-home capability. That means your car can literally act as a backup generator for your house. It's a truly futuristic cabin. Now, you might see a term like one-pedal driving and be thinking, what on earth is that? Well, it's a really cool feature that's pretty much unique to EVs, and it completely changes the way you drive, especially in the city. Basically, when you lift your foot off the accelerator, the car automatically starts to slow down, almost like you're lightly pressing the brake. It's not just super convenient, it's also really efficient because it's capturing all that slowing down energy and sending it right back to the battery. Okay, so we know it's powerful, we know it's luxurious, and it's absolutely packed with tech. But what about the practical stuff? How does it fit into your actual day-to-day life? Let's talk about the important things: range, charging, and the price. So the key to the Optiq's daily usability is its 85 kilowatt-hour battery. For the standard models, that gives you an estimated range of over 300 miles. Think about that. For most people, that's more than enough for a whole week of commuting without even thinking about plugging in. It really puts the Optiq on solid ground against its rivals and helps get rid of that constant range anxiety. And keeping that battery topped up is pretty straightforward. You've got two main ways to do it. If you're on a long road trip, you can use a DC fast charger, and that'll get you about 80 miles of range in just 10 minutes. But really, for most owners, the magic is the home charger. You just plug it in when you get home, and you wake up to a full tank every single morning. All right, let's talk about the bottom line, the price. The base Optiq is estimated to start right around $51,000. And that's a really aggressive price point when you look at competitors like the Tesla Model Y or the Audi Q4 e-tron. From there, you can step up to the premium and sport trims, which add more features for a bit more. And if you want that insane acceleration, the high-performance Optiq V will set you back just under $69,000. Okay, so we've gone through the specs, the cool features, and the price. Now to wrap things up, let's kind of distill all of this down into a nice balanced summary to help you figure out, is the Optiq the right choice for you? So what are the big selling points? The pros are pretty clear. I think buyers are really going to be drawn to that combination of a genuinely premium, spacious interior, a very practical EV range, and that awesome tech like Super Cruise. Plus, the fact that you can pick between an efficient daily driver and a crazy fast performance version, that gives it really broad appeal in a super competitive market. But on the flip side, there are always some things to think about, right? Especially with any EV. First, the public charging network is still growing, so that can be a factor depending on where you live or the road trips you take. Also, just like with any premium car, repairs on those specialized electric parts could be more expensive later on. And, this is a big one, remember that some of the coolest features, like Super Cruise, might be optional extras or only available on the more expensive trims. So there you have it, the 2026 Cadillac Optiq. It's a really compelling mix of performance, luxury, and tech jumping into a very crowded space. It's definitely a bold new chapter for an iconic American brand, but it leaves us with a big question. Is this the car that sets the new standard for electric luxury? I'll leave you to think about that one. Thanks so much for joining me.